And don't forget, if you've got a story you want us to look into, then drop me an email, john.cuthill@bbc.co.uk. Now, pubs in the south are having a bit of a rough time at the moment, and sadly, hundreds more are expected to close over the next 12 months. But not all communities are prepared for time to be called. They want to buy a pint. They want to buy their pub. Nowadays, this is an all too common sight. Pubs run down and closed, looking like they can't possibly have a viable future. Like the Tumbledown Dick in Farnborough, which has definitely seen better days. Situated on the main route from Portsmouth to London, it's been a coaching inn and pub for hundreds of years. In more recent times, up-and-coming bands like The Jam played gigs here. But it's been closed for 5 years. And now the owners are selling it. This much-loved watering hole may soon be another burger bar. But in Farnborough, they don't give up so easily, and the locals aren't letting their pub go without a fight.
For the first time in my life, and I've lived here a long time, I've suddenly felt a real community spirit that I've never ever felt before. This pub has been part of our heritage since Farnborough was built, so every generation feel an attachment to it.
It was Fran Beecham who started the campaign to save the pub, and says she now has 3,000 supporters determined not to let it become another fast food restaurant.
You only need to look around and see what this town now looks like, and it's depressing. You know, we pay a lot of money to live in this area, and there is absolutely nothing for anyone to do. You know, we need something more. OK, well, we're just looking at the McDonald's plans.
Generations of our family have actually, you know, been patrons of Tumbledown Dick, and we love the place. It was like a second home, like a second living room. It was, you know, you go in there, you come out of your, your tatters of normal life, as they say, and you go in there and it's like a big lounge full of all your friends.
Scott Fitzpatrick even met his wife at the Tumbledown Dick, and their baby Brooke has joined them on the demo.
We both held that place so close to our hearts, and if it was still open, that would have undoubtedly been our choice for going back after the wedding, for the party afterwards.
The owners of the pub, a property development company, say they tried but failed to bring it back into active use. It's just one of thousands of pubs that have closed in recent years.
Pubs have been hit by a perfect storm of factors, which includes competition from supermarkets who can sell much cheaper alcohol, including the recession, which has hit household incomes, including the smoking ban, which has been brought in, and also including the fact that the pub companies have these beer tie arrangements with some pubs, which makes it very difficult for them to get cheaper alcohol from the marketplace.
But it's not over yet for the Tumbledown Dick. The campaigners want to make an alternative bid to McDonald's and run the pub as a community venue. So they've asked the council to list it as an asset of community value, which could help their cause. But will it be listed? This is the Seven Stars in Marsh Baldon in Oxfordshire. When it closed, the villagers decided they wanted to save it. Luckily for them, the owner was happy to sell it at a price they could afford, just over £250,000. Everyone here put their hands in their pockets to help buy their pub.
I think we felt that it was much more likely to do well if the community were involved, if everyone pitched in.
It's the heart of the village. It's where everybody meets and everybody comes together. It's lovely walking in here on a Friday night just to go for a drink, and it's like walking into a big party.
The community that we live in is so diverse, and it's just brought everybody together. As you can see, everybody's on the same page and really wants to get it open.
Here, to save the Seven Stars, the village has formed what essentially is a community company. Now, anyone can invest anything between £300 and £20,000. You're not going to make a profit, but you might get a 2% return. The community company then employs someone to run the pub for them. And getting the right landlord will be the key to its success.
You need a mind host here. You need somebody, when you walk through that door over there, that's got a smiling face and that says, do you want your usual? That's my idea of a pub. I think most villagers would like that as a pub.
Prospective landlords are being interviewed as we speak, and in 2 weeks' time, the villagers hope to be the proud owners of the 7 Stars. Making your way in the world today. Communities saving their pubs is something that's happening all over. This is the Plough, just 8 miles away in Great Hazley, and here the beer is flowing again. Over 120 villagers raised the £400,000 to buy it when it closed. So many of the drinkers here actually own shares in their pub. They won't get rich, but that's not what it's about.
The people who put the money into the pub are not going to make a commercial return. You do it for the love of the pub. When you make this investment, you're making it with your heart and not with your head, because it's not going to give you a nice income, but the income is the fact that the pub remains open.
The knowledge they've built up is now a blueprint for other villages wanting to do the same.
I get sort of 2 calls a week asking how did you do it, and Great Milton, very nearby, have just bought their pub, and they used all our documentation, which I passed on to them. So I think we're all sharing the information, and I think it's going to get a larger opportunity, because more and more villages are going to get the opportunity to buy their pub.
Back in Farnborough, campaigners are still hoping they can save their pub. It has now been listed as a community asset, which means that if McDonald's don't get planning permission, they'll have 6 months to put in their own bid to buy it.
Now the real hard work begins. We've got to fundraise, engage with everybody in the community. For us, this is about something new that Farnborough hasn't experienced very often, and that's called community spirit. And up to now, I've not seen very much sign of that at all. And if nothing else, our legacy for this campaign will be the tremendous community spirit that we've engendered within the town. And this is going to be a building run by the community, for the community. So as far as I'm concerned, it's worth every bit of pain that we've been through to get here.
You wanna go where everybody knows your name.